Alright, so something that I've seen so much about was the sculpt tape from Tarte, and everybody's like, is it a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury's contour wand? Is it not? So I bought it, but then also, because I got this on QVC, I saw this and it's the blush tape wand, and honestly it hasn't been released and I haven't seen any reviews on it. Well, I've seen one. And so I kind of bought it and I was like, I need to take a look at it because, not gonna lie, I love Tarte. I know sometimes it gets a bad rap for certain, but love it. So I'm gonna try out both. I've got one of each. So I've got the sculpt tape in the shade Deep Bronze, and then the blush tape in the shade Peach. Thought they'd both be pretty colors. And since I got them on QVC, I got a brush to go with it, so that was great. Made it more valuable. I think they retail for $30. I'm gonna swatch both of them. I'm not gonna lie, I already tested it out because I couldn't wait. Well, I swatched them. I didn't put them on my face, so this is the first time I'll be putting them on my face. But they swatched beautifully. Let me just show you. You gotta like twist open the cap and then squeeze a little bit out. But this is how it swatches. It's actually a really pretty color. It's not like gray at all, which I appreciate. I'm gonna just blend this out just a little bit. It seems to be really pigmented. Look at that. And then the blush tape, so that's how it swatches, and we're just gonna blend that out with another finger. This one does seem to have a little bit of glitter in it. I don't mind. It blends out really sheer. Yesterday I was playing with it and it does build up to be more color. So I don't mind that. It almost reminds me a little bit of more of a blush highlight, which is super pretty, so don't mind that. I'm gonna adjust my lighting. Things look a little bit crazy. Okay. So we're gonna do a little bit of contouring and then we're gonna do just a little bit of blush. Super excited for both, honestly. We're gonna start with the contour. Don't mind me, I'm gonna be looking off screen in my mirror and we'll see a little bit of how it blends as well. Ooh, that seems like a lot. Get rid of my double chin. Make my jaw look a little bit tighter. And then just a little bit on my forehead. Okay, I'm gonna blend it out with my trusty booty bender. My sister always calls it a booty bender and it makes me laugh. That's actually blending out really nicely. It doesn't seem to be picking up my foundation underneath. And that blended out really nicely, actually. I wonder how it'll blend out with a brush, because now I'm curious. Let's do a little bit here. That actually blended out really nicely. I can't tell you whether or not it's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one because I've never bought that one. But this one is blending out really nicely. I would say, so I have the Milani one. I have this Milani one, and this one, it almost looks like it deposits more pigment, but the Milani one is definitely like a little bit harder to blend out. What do you think? The foundation I have on it is medium to light coverage, but I think that's looking pretty good. Alright, now for the real test, the blush tape. I'm literally so excited to try this. It's like I said, I do love Tarte. I want to see how well it builds up. Oh, it's already kind of messy. Do you see how on the packaging it's already got some on the outside? That's kind of frustrating. Let's see. So every time I squeeze this, do you see how it like messes with the sponge? The sponge goes like up and down. That's kind of funny. Alright, so I'm going to squeeze just a little bit out, lock it, and then we're going to put some on. That is really light. I'm hoping it's going to show up on my dark skin, because if it doesn't, this is kind of a useless product for me. But I'm going to kind of use it as a highlight slash blush. I kind of wonder if it's similar to Peachgasm, because from what I've seen, that one is definitely not as much of a blush as it is a highlight. Okay, that blended out pretty well. I will say, not as much looking like a blush, way more looking like just a straight highlight, which, like, I kind of expected that. But the color has practically disappeared on my cheeks, which I'm gonna see if I can build it up. I will say it's definitely got some like shimmer in it, so if you don't like that, you're probably not gonna like this. I'm gonna build it up a little bit and just see if that'll work, because if you're like my skin tone, a little bit darker, this might not work for you as a blush. It might just be a highlight for you. If you're lighter than me, you might be able to get away with it. Going a little bit crazy to see. Okay. What do you think? From side to side. I feel like it is looking more strobe light-ish. So this is kind of my thoughts so far. Really, really pretty color. I think this is more of a highlight for me. And maybe I picked the wrong color, but if you're my skin tone or darker, this isn't a blush. If you're lighter than me, this might work decently as a blush, but this is for sure a highlight on me. I built it up a little bit and you can see like the difference side to side. Like this has like 2 coats and this just has the one. But it's not really giving blush, more giving highlight for me, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if you're purchasing this for blush, you might be disappointed. However, I think I'm going to use this as a highlight because it's got a really pretty reflect on it. The sculpt tape I actually really like. I think that it's really nice how easily it blends out. I've been enjoying the Milani one, but I feel like it's really easy to go overboard because this one doesn't lock, and the locking mechanism on the Tarte makes it a lot easier to not go overboard. And I also think that the Tarte one blends out a lot easier. The Milani one I feel like they're pigmented about the same, but it doesn't blend out the same. And I do like the Milani one, but it's a little bit more finicky in how it blends out versus the sculpt tape. So, final thoughts. If you're curious, the blush tape, beautiful color. I still only have like 1 coat on this side, or 2 coats on this side and 1 on this side. But the Tarte blush tape, this one is in peach. If you're lighter than me, this might work beautifully. But for sure, my skin darker, this is a highlight. It is a very pretty highlight. It's kind of got the, just dropped it. It's kind of giving me the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand vibes. I've never used the Beauty Light Wands, but this is kind of the vibe that it's giving me because it's not really a blush for me. But it is a really pretty product, and I think I'm just going to use this as a highlight. And then the sculpt tape, beautiful. I do think these products are both worth it, but only if you're in the market for a highlight and a contour, not if you're in the market for a blush and a contour. Maybe other shades would work better. I did buy the peach because I really love like the peachy glow. And so I was actually specifically looking for something like that, and so I'm actually not disappointed. But again, highlight, not necessarily a blush, very reminiscent of the Beauty Light ones from what I've seen from afar, because like I said, never purchased them. Anyways, if you're curious about what I'm wearing, I'm wearing a lot of Tarte basically. I've got the Maracuja Juicy Lips on my lips. Anybody else was so confused about this product when they first bought it? Because I was. I didn't realize it was basically lip gloss, and I put it in the fridge so that it's easier to apply. Maybe that's just me. Maybe this is just me, but I actually hate the Tarte website, which is funny because I love Tarte, but if there's any way that you can purchase these items on Sephora's website or Ulta or even QVC, basically anywhere else, do that, because I have problems with the Tarte checkout every single time. They always try to tell me that my transaction didn't go through, but then they'll process my card and it'll have like pending charges on it for the next week. And that happens every single time. And I tried to talk to their customer service about it this last time, and they were like, oh no, it's your bank, it's your card. And I'm like, no, this happens every time. I think the last time I purchased from them was like a year ago maybe, because they just don't they don't care. So fun stuff. I was really excited to take a look at this because no one else has really reviewed it, but if you're interested in this, at least the peach one, get it, try it out as a highlighter, or even just like a blush topper. I feel like that could be really, really pretty. All right, bye.